It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. And now on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. And now on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. And now on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. And now on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. And now on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. And now, on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. And now, on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Cardinals and the Packers on Monday night.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting the start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season.
Now Campbell throwing to start the drive. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Green. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Campbell. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Campbell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Vic goes play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
On 2nd and 9, Vic. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, here's Vic.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Packers ready to take over offensively.
I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I've got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Campbell to throw on 2nd down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Campbell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And Vic's throw there, incomplete. Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads It's the 2nd and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Vick. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down, it's Green. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Campbell throwing left side. He's got Clark complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Green, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Green, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Campbell now, looking to throw on 2nd down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Campbell. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So, great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Off play action. Campbell. Completes it again to Gage. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll run on 1st down. Green. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. Here's Campbell to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Back to throw. Campbell. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd down now. It's Green, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 4th down. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
An inside give. Here's Portis. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. And he's got Shockey. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
When you get a situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Vic will look to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Vic readies to throw. And he's going to go down again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They hand it off to Portis, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers with a football here late in this 1st half.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. To throw is Campbell. Throwing to start the drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Campbell. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, once again, thank you. What a 3 days it has been. Just one more half of football remains on this Monday night in Super Wildcard Weekend. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Devin Singletary, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Packers, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive,
oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Vick operating on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up second down. Vick now. Drops this one off to Portis.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From the gun, Vick. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the give, here's Portis. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Looking to throw. Campbell. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Campbell. Man open is Robinson. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On first down, Green. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Green. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Now Campbell to throw on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now a carry for Portis. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Vic to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Portis.
And we'll get a few yards here to the 34.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Vic. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down, Vic. Being chased out left.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw, Vic. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Vic's throw taken in by Edwards.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Again, it's Vic. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Vick. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Bettis will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Campbell throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Campbell looking to throw on 2nd down. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Portis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A run with Portis. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 28. They'll run on 3rd down with Portis. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short yardage, Vick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cards and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. From the 6. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Carr now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Carr got his man complete over the middle. It's Clark. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Carr now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Into the red zone, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Carr. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They run with Lewis out of the gun. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lewis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Throwing, Vick. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, Vick. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. Finding space at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. The open man is Clark, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Lloyd. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give. Lewis running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Carr. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Carr. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. A second down run with Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And once again, he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Vick now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down. Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Drops this one off to Portis. He'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Vick to the air again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On the handoff, Lewis running left. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They try again with Lewis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw his Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Lloyd. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On the handoff, Lewis. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what.
Touchdown Falcons! A 9-yard touchdown Brown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Vic to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vic throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. It'll be Vic once more. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he's got Shockey. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. From the gun, Vick. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Lewis between the tackles. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr. He's got it complete to Clark. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second down, Vic. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now here's Vic. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Carr to throw again. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now on 2nd and 16. Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Lloyd. And he goes out right around the 39. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Back now here on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Forced out to his left. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. An inside give. Here's Portis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to the ground with Portis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Second down and 7.
Vic readies to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Vic. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
This is Lewis on the handoff. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down Broadway. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
So out now come the Cardinals.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Vic. They set up the screen to Portis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, we always talk about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that, but broke off his pass rush and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
To throw again on second down. Vick, and he rifles one incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Vick, and that is incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Carr now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on second down. Carr, he finds his man, complete. That's Clark.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Lewis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Up the middle here, it's Lewis. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they will take a knee here.
2nd and 11 now.
Now they'll run with Lewis. Stops short of the 20. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that need, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl, but they have to win next week after winning this one.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
The New York Jets are now on the clock. The Thunderbirds are now on the clock. It's the Cowboys now on the clock. The Thunderbirds are now on the clock. The Dallas Cowboys are now on the clock. The Thunderbirds are now on the clock. It's the Dallas Cowboys now on the clock. The Thunderbirds are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Dallas Cowboys. The Thunderbirds are now on the clock. It's the Cowboys now on the clock. The Thunderbirds are now on the clock. The Dallas Cowboys are now on the clock.